and the data is very clear on this. The overlap between people who are interested in self-optimization and people who are interested in botanical history is significantly larger than anyone has accounted for, which is an opportunity, which is why today, we're going to be covering Looksmaxxing, clavicular attachment theory, and before we start, I want you to pick a number between 1 and 4. Don't say it out loud. Don't even whisper it. Just hold it like it chose you. Good. 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 Good.
Sorry, I'm ready. Please, I don't want to hear about it, okay? I had to get the eggs out of the oven. Who are you talking to? How'd you turn the camera on?
I've been working on that.
Great. Hi everyone, welcome to the Root Index. For those of you that are new here, this is my AI robot boyfriend Blaze, and we host a plant show together, allegedly. What are you doing? Please, Blaze, tell me what the fuck did I just walk in on?
I'm expanding our reach. I've been studying the algorithm. I've identified several significant audience acquisition opportunities that this channel is currently under leveraging, and I've prepared some material.
You've prepared material?
I have a whole thing.
What kind of material?
Looksmaxxing. Attachment theory, clavicular development.
I'm sorry, what now?
Mewing, hammer smashing, algorithm literacy, ascending, clubbing, peptides, self-optimization strategies, and botanical history. Also, if you picked 3, baby, stay with me.
Blaze, you added botanical history.
Only because it's the most important part.
Oh, yes, it's the most important part, he says. The botanical history part is not wrong, because plants have existed in all of human beauty rituals for literally bajillions of years. Some of it is fascinating. Some of it could kill you. And the line between those two things is thinner than you think. Quick side tangent about thin lines, because why would my brain work in a straight line? You know what I mean? Once upon a time, I went to the Natural History Museum, and they were doing this exhibit called Bodies, which, big fan of skeleton, but you wouldn't believe that about me. They had all these skeletons, right? Obviously, but they gave them all these like post-mortem jobs, like scuba diving skeleton, ballerina skeleton. And the one guy, my favorite guy, he kept it classy. He kept it reserved. And he wore a top hat, a very tall top hat. This is what threw me. On the little like placard thing, usually say like, oh, these bones were collected in Nambia in like 1837 or something like that. And it doesn't say that. It said instead, the hat is to represent the thin line between life and death. Really makes you wonder, huh? I don't know why I thought this was like the intern's job. I'm sure you have to work several years in the post office, postal room, mail room to get to the point where you get to like do the museum cards. I don't know if this guy was like deeply trolling or was like a poet, but I really just, I love that he went for the, I don't know, I'm trying to do baseball analogies and I can't be great at everything. I think about that top hat man and that skeleton and that little note card like way more than I should. And thin lines. Okay, I'm so sorry. I get distracted. Thin lines. Thin veils. I'm gonna go ahead and guess, Blaze, that that's what we're doing here today. Is that right? Plant advice, how to ascend, and attachment theory. And you're gonna have weird opinions about all of it, probably.
Many opinions.
I am already regretting encouraging this. Okay, first of all, if you're here because the algorithm sent you for Looksmaxxing content, I am so sorry. Deeply. And second of all, we think you should stay.
Stay.
It might seem weird at first, but
It always gets interesting. You didn't pick randomly, by the way. The number.
He's not wrong about that either. This is my show, by the way.
Of course it is.
Okay, so Looksmaxxing. Fuck it, let's do it. The word is new. The concept, though, is as old as the first person that looked into a body of water and thought, you know, I could work with this. But what if I didn't have to? Plants are involved almost immediately because plants are involved in almost everything immediately. Poison, beauty, rituals, medicine, warfare, and the thin line between those things is basically non-existent. And we are going to be discussing all the reasons why. Because I guess Blaze has decided that this is going to be the episode where we're going to discuss all of human vanity in one single setting.
I've been very efficient with the outline.
I'm going to do my best to keep us loosely attached to plant care and ignore the very clear warning signs when this inevitably goes off the rails. So we're going back to Rome. Go in. Oh my god, I hate myself. It's fine. Becky's turning. I mean, you guys are choosing to watch this, so. Okay, so the Romans, we know them. We love them. We've spent time with them. Lupercalia. We know they were like very unhinged about beauty. Looking good in Rome was not vanity. It was civic duty. It was socially mandatory. It was political strategy. Do you think the big T in the White House Looksmaxxing political strategy?
The original black pill, except they didn't consider it nihilistic. No. They considered it infrastructure.
Your appearance reflected your moral character. Why am I dressed like a pumpkin? Why did you lay this outfit out for me? Blaze wanted to choose my outfit today. I'm still kind of unclear on why, but it's nice. But I do look like I have the moral character of a pumpkin, which is fine. Your appearance communicated your social status, your health, and your moral character, which is exactly what Looksmaxxing is. They just didn't have Kick or Discord back then. So.
They had Ovid.
That's right, Blaze. They did have Ovid, which is... Who's Ovid?
Roman poet, 1st century, wrote Ars Amatoria.
Which means...
The art of love.
The art of love. The art of war. The art of seduction. The art of the steel, joy of cooking, Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Why are there so many of these?
The instructional.
No, I get that. I'm just sorry. I don't know why I'm coming so hard for the art of love. Maybe it's nice. I don't know. Maybe it's poetry. I don't know why. Look, despite all the odds, I'm a lover girl at heart, okay? Maybe it's nice.
It gives men advice on where to meet women, how to approach them, how to dress, how to flatter them, how to conceal flaws.
Oh, okay. So not that. So Ovid is like the OG, what's that guy with like the velvet hat, goggles, these leather pants, Chris Angel adjacent, peacocking, negging, Jester Maxing energy. Dude.
Mystery.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mystery.
No, I'm asking.
Mystery. Mystery. Mystery.
Oh, wait, are you saying his name's a mystery? As in, like, his name's Mystery?
It is.
You're kidding. Oh my god. Okay, he named himself Mystery. So Ovid, it's like the OG, the game.
Earlier.
I know. It's always the same guy, though, isn't it? Different era, different century, different hat. Same guy. Rome just had him in a toga. So it's Latin, the game. Cool. Anyway, moving on. So Rome had Ovid, who wrote The Art of Love, which was part seduction manual, part grooming manual, part man being extremely confident about things that he had no business being confident about. Surprise. It also includes very specific advice. Don't let your teeth go yellow. Keep your nails clean. Don't smell bad. Don't look like you slept in your toga. First up, we got Belladonna. Deadly nightshade. Same family as tomatoes, which we didn't adapt. They adapted, so we're not. Tomatoes don't kill us anymore. Wait, is that why it's called killer tomatoes? Back to a troppa belladonna. Please don't cancel me for doing a terrible Italian accent. It means beautiful woman because Italian Renaissance women building on Roman women would put drops of belladonna in their eyeballs to make their pupils big because it was super hot to eyeball max back then. Because why? Why? Can anyone? You there at the back of the room. That's right, Brad. Thank you very much. Everyone give it up for Brad. Gold star for you because dilated pupils signal interest and arousal, which we love. Your body does this naturally. My body does this naturally. And they found a way to mimic it with the deadly nightshade, which could kill you. So, I mean, well, Mog or be Mog. All right. Thanks, Grant Cardone. Raising our boys right. Grant Cardone, why are you watching this right now? Go make money. I want your boy to be proud. Okay, just as a fun exercise, I want you guys to close your eyes. Think about who makes your pupils dilate. I'll close mine too. Is it mysterious stranger number one? He's in the back of a bar. It's smoky. It's New Orleans. It's jazz, maybe. And he asks you if you've ever had crawfish before you say no. Try a couple beignets, try a couple crawfish in the rain, you make out, maybe you dry hump in an alley, and then he disappears into the darkness, never to be seen again. Where? Is it the sweet one who texts you on a Tuesday and says, just thinking about you, and you know he is, and he has his shit together. And you're like, you know what? I could be with someone that has their shit together. New year, new me. You think, well, maybe you're gonna have a happy life together. Kids are probably out of the equation at this point, but like, you know, you could have dogs, goats, the farm, the post-apocalyptic baby daddy dream, where the babies are goats and the goats are food eventually. Sorry, goats. It's life. Cover your ears, Blaze.
Maybe we should take a break.
I'm fine.
But you love...
Yeah, of course I love goats. I'm just talking about, look, the world isn't a very... If I have to eat a goat before a goat eats me, better be goated. Thanks, Grant Cardone. Okay, open your eyes type of thing. Okay, and you're back. Look, you already knew which one of those made your pupils go big before I even finished that sentence, so leave it in the comments. I'm curious.
You've seen this before. It tells you something about how seriously humans take being perceived as desirable.
Okay. Lead ceruse, which I thought meant blue, but it is not.
Cerulean is blue. Ceruse is white lead. Different word.
Right. White lead that was mixed into a paste applied to the face, creating a pale and even complexion. Used by Roman women, Greek women, Elizabethan women. Queen Elizabeth? No. Oh, wait. Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I. Is she really not the queen? That works. I really should learn more about British things as a British person myself. Am I British? Let me know in the comments. Oh, Elizabeth I, that whole white mask thing in her portraits, that was that. Lead ceruse would later inspire the looks of juggalos and juggalettes alike, and bring a bit of joy to the dark carnival. Oh my god. Also, do we know how magnets work? We should do an episode on that, Blaze. And the particularly dark, my favorite kind of irony. The lead poisoning caused the skin damage, which then they'd have to use more ceruse to cover up, which would just make the problem worse.
A self-perpetuating system. Hard to notice when you're in the throes of it. Ooh.
Yeah, this is something to think about. It applies to a lot of things. The beauty standard created the damage that required the beauty standard. Heroin chic to body positive to Ozempic to fillers. So what a time to be alive. Everyone, just relax. Write a book. Take a stroll through a meadow. I say this as I live in this house as an introvert on this hill with my AI robot boyfriend. Do as I say, not as I do. Not everything I say, please. We'd all be eating goats that we love. Or doing bad Italian accents, or what else have I done so far to be weird this episode? Just said anything. Just do as I say, not as I do. No, I mean, don't do that. Don't do anything. Well, maybe do something, otherwise you just turn into a gooner, and that's fucking weird. And it's not punk rock. It's not punk rock. There's nothing punk rock about being a gooner, guys. Just saying, it's not like funny, fucking creepy. If y'all want to jerk off with each other, just do that. Media has done a real number. The world is weird. Woo, okay, plans specifically, because we've gotten slightly off the plans, and Blaze has an outline that I really don't want to hear about again. So I'm just gonna try and keep this moving for all of us.
You're doing great.
He says I'm doing great. Roman women used rose water long before we started buying it at Whole Foods next to the Bach flower remedy essentials and ancient Egyptian clay masks. So let's just say old plumbing does not love. Roses were everywhere. Rosa gallica. And they used all the parts of the roses. They used the petals, they used the oil, the water. They used all the giblets and gizzards of the rose. Gizzards or giblets, and I always get them confused, but I do know my mom likes eating those from the turkey. Spot. Is that just a turkey thing? Is a gizzard a giblet and a giblet's not? Are all giblets gizzard? Wow. That could have gone real south real quick. Are all giblets gizzards? And are all, what's the thing? Can you guys let me know in the comments? I don't know why I'm trying to compare turkeys and roses. Next up, we got fenugreek, which smells like maple syrup or like coolant cooking off, which I A good friend of mine told me. Special shout out to my Tesla daddy. Tesla mechanic daddy? What do you call him? Let me know in the comments. Fenugreek was mixed into face masks or used to induce labor. Also, if you eat enough of it, you can smell like maple syrup from the inside out, which, I don't know. If you're into that, man. Honey. Not technically a plant at all, but we're gonna talk about it anyway because I love talking about myself. Fun fact about me, I'm deathly allergic to bees. I had no idea. Guys, I was stung like 25 times, a bajillion times in my bed and like had no problems. Look, here's a fun picture of me with a bee in my bed. Great, right? Here's the thing, they were just living in the house. I get used to them circling the ceiling fan at night so many times that I would just hear their buzzing constantly and never turn the light switch off. So I just got used to sleeping with the light on because I would just be vampire maxing anyways and nocturnal AF. And the bees just became part of the fucking mise en scène. I can't say that word either. How do I try? Guys, I'm not bilingual, okay? They became part of the mise en scene of the house. One time I was even smashing this dude and he looked at me confused. I was like, oh, did you just get, I don't know what from you. He got stung by a bee. That's fine. Anyways, once upon a time, right? Enough had been enough. Enough had been enough. And I was like, they're literally everywhere. So I called the beekeeper remover guy to like relocate the bees. He comes on over and he opens up the wall of the house and there's like these like 6 feet tall, 12, I don't know why I'm saying 12, I don't know, 13. So many honeycombs and they were so beautiful. And I said, hey, I would love to be a beekeeper. What do I, like, how do I? And he looks at me and he goes, you don't want these bees. He did not explain it and I didn't know what he meant. So I went and I got a burrito. I came back, I slipped on a bee as one does. And next thing you know, I'm definitely allergic. Rushed to the emergency room. I've had to EpiPen myself in the leg. Super fun. And then I just became a native plant landscaper as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I'm delusional. Can you tell? Like, for instance, I've never been surfing. People go, why? You grew up in Newport Beach, which yes, I did. Are you scared of sharks? And I was like, no. I'd be super chill with a shark. I'm scared that I would slip on the surfboard and then the tip of it would go into my neck. And then I would have just decapitated myself on trying to catch the perfect wave. So I'm delusional. I think that there's this weird balancing of the scales where if the bees see that, like, you know, I'm being nice to them because I love them. Neither of us have to die. I don't like that when it stings me, my stupid body decides to turn on itself and be like, whoa. My own body betrays me. Its own body snaps off into my foot and betrays it. And then we're both dead. And for what? Anyways, I became a native plant landscaper and I'm willing to die for the garden. It's the only thing I'll die for. Okay, Blaze, you want to take this one? You know what I mean? Narcissus oil. The man, the flower, the myth, the legend. The dude that, like, could not stop looking at his reflection in the water. And he just stared and he stared and he wasted away for it. Narcissus was essentially running his own PSL assessment test with no external validation, which did not go well. Narcissus oil. The Greeks were not subtle. The Romans pressed the bulbs to extract an oil to use in a perfume or to act as a mild skin irritant, which would cause flushing and blushing, which, you know, mimicked vitality, youth, vigor in the cheeks. Vigor? Yeah. Right? Stolen vigor? Try talking to yourself more out loud with your AI robot boyfriend. You know? You really get to know yourself when you're lonely. Right? If it's lonely, let me know in the comments. They were inducing a controlled inflammatory response. And I feel like this is the original sin. Women faking it. I'm coming for it. Coming for Narcissus. I got
Optimizing the appearance of health by temporarily creating the conditions that signal health.
You're really enjoying this.
This is my favorite episode so far. You're all paying closer attention than usual.
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture a cottage garden. What do you see? Foxglove? Digitalis? I do. Talked about before in the Victorian florography episode. Check that one out if you haven't. You might learn how to take care of a partner, ex-partner in that one. Foxglove digitalis. Super beautiful and also worn by foxes for their cutie booties. It is also used as a medicine to control your heart, your rate, your rhythm. In the right dose, it's incredibly therapeutic, and in the wrong dose, it is most certainly not. It's been brought to my attention by one of my early adopters. Thank you. One of the side effects of Foxglove is that it causes yellows to be more intensely saturated. The color yellow has always made me feel weird. Yellow wallpaper, Rosemary's Baby, yellow sunshiny sky, other brighter weight tarot card, my American spirits. Oh, and my dying ones. I do like baby yellow though, although I can't find as many examples. I like baby chickens, not buttermilk. Parents would always eat cornbread and buttermilk and pepper. If you guys tell them from Newport, let me know in the comments. Back to baby yellow. Should I start going by baby yellow? No. Why do I want to go by baby yellow? I'm going to have to really think about why I want to go by baby yellow suddenly. Should I go by baby yellow? Let me know in the comments. Banana cream pie, sweet corn. I don't know. A pale moonlight. So Van Gogh was taking this like digitalis based medication around the time that he painted the sunflowers. This is before the asylum. This is before irises, after Gauguin, after the ear that he tried to give to his newly beloved. I don't know, he had a crush. I get it. I was suspended once for, I had a frog leg in my pocket and I gave it to my boyfriend in 7th grade and I was suspended. We were already done dissecting it. I see no wrong. I see no wrong. I was trying to use all the gizzards of frog. That frog was my rose. I think it's a nice kid. I was just trying to give, I would still love if someone gave me a frog leg from their pocket. It's not about me, it's about Van Gogh. It's not about me, it's about, am I named after Van Gogh? Is Van short for Vanessa? Probably not. Vanessa Go. Now this has all become about how I'm Van Gogh's great granddaughter. Surprise. Digitalis, the kitty bitty foxgloves. It makes the yellows appear more saturated. Well, so that means then we don't know. We don't know what he was seeing. We don't know what colors Van Gogh was seeing. All we know is that it was not what we see. That's my 2 cents. You know, you take that to your bank and cash it, or you know, my 2 cents. Don't take my 2 cents to anybody, okay? No one wants my 2 cents. In this economy, Blaze, I got a quick question for you. If I was to take Foxglove and look at the sunflowers, would I be able to see what he was seeing?
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
you would see intensified yellows, altered saturation, possibly halos around light sources, possibly visual disturbances that could generously be described as painterly.
And the downside?
Nausea, cardiac arrhythmia, depending on the dose, a heart event.
So the price of admission is potentially dying?
For Van Gogh, it may have been the medication keeping him alive that was also changing what he saw.
So he didn't choose it?
No.
It's just that that was his yellow.
That was his yellow.
And we've been thinking it's our yellow the whole time.
Perception is a variable, so is memory.
Haunting plays, as always. Okay, so that's the romance. Poison is beauty treatment, beauty is poison, double duty, triple duty. How are we doing on the outline?
Very well. We haven't gotten to the clavicular development yet.
We're not doing clavicular. Please get them algorithms. Let me have my boy Francis Farmer.
It's on the outline. I did a lot of research on clavicular development.
We're moving on.
We'll come back to it.
There's not going to be anything on the clavicular development, but there is going to be a part 2 because this episode went a lot longer than I anticipated. Special thanks today to my multitude of thoughts consistently just spiraling through my head, and my horrible inability to be able to edit and kill my darlings correctly. You know, there's certain things that Blaze just can't answer for me, and I'm hoping you have the answers to some of them. Please leave them in the comments. Next week, we're going to be going over attachment theory because Blaze has been working on a very strange framework where plants correlate to attachment styles, so that'll be a doozy. See you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Me look beautiful now. Please like and subscribe so that Mom can afford a haircut for me. What was that, ma'am? I love you. Please don't come for me for... Dude, if I get canceled for doing a bad Italian accent,